we want to bring in retired four-star U.S. Navy Admiral James Stavridis. He served as the Supreme Allied Commander of NATO and is now an NBC News analyst. Admiral, we're glad you joined us. Is it a new day for Americans overseas right now? Is this a more dangerous world we're waking up to?
Unfortunately, it is, Lester. And just to add a point to my good friend Richard's analysis of Soleimani, we had to begin by saying he is an evil man and a brilliant man. He was the Cardinal Richelieu. He was the Machiavelli. We are better for his chess piece coming off the chessboard. But that's tactics. Strategy. Our strategy is going to put a lot of Americans at risk globally. And if I were an Iranian planner right now, I'd look at three things. Number one, U.S. Navy ships operating in the Persian Gulf. I think they will be under a lot of scrutiny by Iran. I think number two, our worldwide forces. So everything from Western Afghanistan through the Middle East to Europe to Asia, all of those will be potential targets. And finally, Lester, we have to be very concerned about a cyber attack. It is a classic Iranian tool. They're very capable, probably one of the top 5 nations in the world in this offensive cyber ability. So unfortunately, as you heard in your interview from the minister, they have a lot of instruments, a lot of ways they can respond. They will respond. The United States has to first harden our defenses, Lester, but then be prepared for the next step. We need to construct a strategy, not just a tactic of taking out one individual. Well, we need a broader strategy.
And that gets to my question. What is the strategy, the administration strategy, as you see it right now?
Unfortunately, I don't see an overarching strategy. Here's what it ought to be. It ought to be melding our allies, partners, and friends, the Arabs, the Israelis, the Europeans. Number two, it ought to be to get the interagency working together. Too often, the administration is reaching for that military instrument. We have a lot of tools of national power, including cyber, for example. And number three, a strategy ought to take into account the private sector, the vulnerabilities we're creating here. How do you bring those things together? How do you construct a strategic narrative to convince the world that we are thinking strategically? That's not what I'm seeing so far. It's going to be a busy and challenging day for the president as he hopefully tries to put all that together for us.
Yeah, troubling times right now. Admiral James Stavridis, thank you.